Today we're going to be talking about the man who invented Christmas. Now, this is a story. Do you know this story? Do you know
It's
this
not one that
film?
I'm really familiar with.
Yeah, I'm only semi-familiar with it, to be fair. But the story is about Charles Dickens. It's semi-biographical. And about Charles Dickens and his relationship with his father and him falling on hard times and then starting to write A Christmas Carol. But when we were talking about the 12 Days of Christmas through coaching, I thought The Man Who Invented Christmas is a great title because there's so much pressure on what you must have at Christmas. Like you must have your turkey, you must have, your bread sauce and this, that, and the other, various traditions. And how many people actually like turkey? How many people actually like bread sauce and sprouts and things like that? And my husband and I, we don't like turkey, so we don't have turkey. We cook. One year we cooked a whole duck, and it was like it's so rich, it was just too much. It was just too much. So we stick with chicken now. We don't do anything like bread sauce because we can't stand it. We have our own Christmas traditions, and we're so much happier for it. Whereas we know of other people that go through the motions of doing what they've always done or what their families have always done. And they're not any happier for it. It's fair enough. And they're, I love this at Christmas. But it's not that joy. It's more a case, we have to do it. But I don't know where this rule book comes from. What
I
do
think
you
it's
think?
interesting. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think, again, it depends on where you've been brought up. And I think it depends on, the cultures, not just where you've been brought up, but also the influences of the cultures from your family and from your wider family. I mean, certainly from our perspective, we've been quite influenced by Sweden, as I've said in one of the previous podcasts. And we have certain things now that we've added to our Christmas. So we actually have a certain routine that we have on the 24th because we wanted to adopt and maybe even culturally appropriate the Swedish Scandinavian style Christmas for us. So we actually have a certain celebration that we do on Christmas Eve, and then we have what we have on Christmas Day. I think what's always really interesting is that when you are with a partner, how you merge your Christmases and how interesting it is about creating a Christmas that makes sense to you as a family, as a couple, or as a family, and how you enhance your Christmas, perhaps with the addition of children or with the addition of friends from different cultures. And that's what I love about Christmas. It's not actually about having the turkey and the bread sauce, although I will argue till I'm blind that bread sauce has no place on a Christmas dinner.
I don't understand. I just do not understand bread sauce.
I don't know.
It's bread, but liquefied. Like, why?
You've just mushed it.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
You've made a smoothie. A bread smoothie.
No, I don't understand it. But then, the argument is, well, then why have you got cranberry sauce in there? Well, okay, yeah. Do you eat cranberry sauce at any other time? Well, I do, as it happens. But, I know plenty of other people that have a can of ocean spray in the fridge for exactly 12 months of the year until they open it again on the 24th of December and realize that, oh my God, it's out of date by about 10 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's that create your own Christmas and make things that mean something to you and make sense to you.
Yeah, and I think that's what my husband and I have done, which is a kind of pick and mix Christmas. Me from an English, Malaysian, Indian background, him from an Irish background, and now we're living in Spain. We've got Christmas Eve is huge here, bigger than Christmas Day where we are. And then on the 6th of January, at the point where we're used to just taking everything down, that's a major national holiday. It's the Three Kings Day, because that's the day that they brought gifts to Jesus, the baby. And so it's a massive day here, and
Mm.
children get gifts. Children, in fact, if you walk down the street, everyone's throwing sweets at children. They're just chucking sweets down the street. It's just, but it's nice because it's not as commercial as in the UK. In the
Mm.
UK, it's like there aren't many celebrations, but the celebrations we do have tend to be around presents. Whereas here, it's about, I don't know, it's just a celebration of life. It's
Mm.
more a celebration of togetherness and community and food and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's interesting the different communities and the different traditions they have. And like you say, we're just culturally appropriating a few. That's it. Come on, we'll have that one, we'll have that one. Don't like that one, but we'll take that one. But it makes it a unique Christmas.
And I think this is it, we're in a time where it's hard to say, well, this is what I do and this is what we've taken this bit and we've taken that bit and we've made it our own, because there is, such a backlash against cultural appropriation in some ways. And I guess you then have to look at it, is it cultural appreciation? Are we able
Yeah.
to articulate why we're doing it? Are we able to understand um, the rationale for what we're doing and why we enjoy it so much and what it means to us and how we would keep that going?
Mm. Yeah, I think, like you say, appropriation versus appreciation. I like that because sometimes people are just appreciating the culture as long as they don't, you know, mess it up and be insulting in some
Mm.
kind of way, end up upsetting people. I don't see why. But then I come from a Hindi background where it's about inclusion. You're all like, yes, yeah, throw some fireworks at Diwali. Yeah, everyone should do it. So it's that sense of go for it.
Yeah.